Well, hello again folks. Hope you're all still in good form, hey. Something a wee bit different this week. Yep, I'm hitting the rabbits for the first time this year. A local farmer phoned me the night before, telling me about the hundreds of rabbits that were decimating a field of barley he had sown. Yeah, and I thought to myself, that's probably a bit of an exaggeration to get me there. But as I arrived, the rabbits were running back and forth across the lane as I drove down it, so there definitely was a good few rabbits here. And the field of barley, although quite short yet, was being ate to the ground about 5 yards out from the hedgerow, so they definitely were doing damage. Plus, there was a few silage fields further down the lane, with a good number of rabbits on them, but the grass was quite long in them, so I'll concentrate in the barley field for now. Initially, I tried stalking round the fields, but this young rabbit was the only one stupid enough to let me get within range of it. So then I decided to switch tactics and set up in some cover overlooking one of the worst spots hit by the rabbits, and a place I'd seen quite a few rabbits sitting out as I drove down. The rifle I've brought with me today is my FX Crown. It's a Mark 1 with a 500mm barrel, which I've tweaked a wee bit so I can push the 21 grain 218 H&N Slugs at about 900 feet per second, which it shoots very well. The scope is a Bushnell Tactical Elite 2.5 to 16 by 42. The rangefinder I'm using is also from Bushnell, and it's a Scout 1000, which I've been using for years. And the ballistic app I'm using is Strugs Pro on my phone. Thankfully, it's not too long before the first rabbit appears, at about 50 yards. Quick look through the Strugs Pro app, and I get the amount of clicks I need for the shot. Well, that's the first one in the bag. And I also remember to reset my turrets back to 0. That can be an embarrassing mistake. And it's not long before number 2 comes out. This time a bit further, at about 60 yards. The next rabbit was about 45 yards, and by now I was starting to remember some of the ranges without looking at my phone, though a little range card would probably be very useful. A little squeak to get it to lift its head. That's the third one down, but his mate in the hedgerow decided wisely to head back in again. The next one was quite a close one, at about 30 yards. I hate shooting baby rabbits, but they all do damage out here. Thankfully, the other rabbit that hopped out of the hedge there patiently sat while I ranged him and set the rifle up for the shot. It was quite an unusual reaction to the shot, but when it hit the ground, it stayed down. Another one popped its head out at about 30 yards. and this one, which must have been about 25. Another one appeared at about 50 yards. And one last one as the light was dropping. Well folks, I hope you enjoyed that. It was a wee bit shorter than usual, but there's not much backup footage, I'm afraid. But hopefully I'll be hitting this place again before the barley grows up. Anyway, until then, take care and look after yourselves, hey.